Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your energy reels. It's my pleasure to read for you. As you know, it's evening. Wow, it's so dark in here in the room, but it's okay. We've put enough lights around to try and get everything illuminated. Anyway, as you know, these readings are timeless and signless, so you don't need to have any particular Sagittarian placements in order for the messages to be for you, and you don't have to be watching at the time that this video is published for it to be for you. If it resonates, then chances are there's something in here for you. And if it doesn't, I would invite you to back pocket for a little bit and then come back and see how the energies have unfolded. And of course, if you'd like to work personally with me and my spirit team, God bless you, we're always available for you. You can find our information on the page that you're watching. Okay, so let's jump in. I'm getting the energy, Sagittarius, of, all right, let's try a different approach. So let's try something different here. All right, so all right, well, let's see what's the deal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so yeah, this is interesting because what I'm getting for you guys, or whoever whatever your sign is almost feels 1 minute 22 seconds like something is making its way back around to you. As you know, we are in a retrograde season right now, and whenever we can think about retrograding energies, it's a wonderful time not to start anything new, including relationships, signing paperwork, things like that. Definitely don't start a new business at this time. This is a good time for contemplation. So when you ask yourself, well, what kinds of things can I do during a phase of it's been a long day. During a phase of contemplation, well, things that you can do is, for example, continue to contemplate or reflect on plans that were already underway before you got into the retrograde season. So also you can continue to think about what it is that you would like to do once it's time to be active once again. It could be also time to, go inward, do any shadow work, think again, see the words, about your role in certain things. It's always a great time to take ownership with yourself and, of course, ask your higher self to help you to release certain energies. But long story short, if there are people around you who keep trying to pull you back into something that, well, let's be honest, you weren't really at your highest moment about, then maybe that's a sign during this contemplation period that you really need to not re-engage. So during retrograde seasons, it's very, very common for exes to come out of the woodwork. Now, that's only one example of stuff coming back around. But if you follow this channel, then you understand that all that is just that the energy, it's always going to be about energy on this channel. If you don't walk away with anything more on this channel, I hope you walk away with the noticing that everything has an energetic basis, and everything that you see in the physical is a result of the state of your energy field. So that's why I say 3 minutes, 33 seconds all the time. If you want to change your life, change your energy field. Okay? Because the energy field is guess what, informs the mind. It's not the other way around, okay? So anyway, so what I was saying is, if you know that in the past something was not right, or you got involved in something for the wrong reasons, or you got clear confirmation that something or someone wasn't right for you, what makes you think that that's going to be the case now? Sometimes these energies are coming back up for you, not sometimes, all the time, for you to contemplate. And when I say energies, I'm talking about within your energy field. Think of it like bubbling up to the surface. It's active once again. But what is your conscious mind going to interpret that energy as again? It's going to attach the faces of the people, the people, places, things, situations, and ideas that came in with that energy at other times. So that's why when energy resurfaces again from inside of you, you start to think about your ex, or your ex reaches out to you, or this job that, under clearer conditions you realize wasn't for you, comes back around, and now you're like, should I? Don't get fooled by that. Your guides just sit there lovingly watching you, hoping that you make the right decision and that you use the time now not to take action, but to instead think. Think about it. All right? And the question will always boil down to, can you see it? Can you see why this is not worth you moving forward with? It is when we cannot tell the difference between things that are for us and things that are not for us, simply because we're struggling with our desire to move one way or the next. That is a clear indication that there's more work that needs to be done, because the more neutral you are about something, where you're not yearning either to move towards something or yearning to move away from something, if you're in the neutral space, that is a sign that you're more in the space of healing than if you're going off towards any one side. Okay? So what I'm seeing here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all cards out of the 6 cards. Literally the 6th one is the 6th one that I put. The 6 of Swords was the 6th card that I dropped. Out of all 6 of these cards, 5 of them are entreating you to come back into something. We have quick moving energy in the mental level. Also, you just think of it as energy coming in with the Knight of Swords. Coming in about what? Partnership. Partnership doesn't only have to be about, it's about union. And when we have union, we think about the joining of energies. So you can have union with more than just relationships. It could be just coming back into collectivity. And of course, connectivity with someone or something. So something is entreating you back. And in fact, look at the Ace of Cups. What's sitting right on top of it? The Two of Cups. Okay? This is a heavy calling back to reconnect with someone or something. Look here, the Page of Coins, where you're being asked to make this decision. See, she's warding one away, and then she's awarding one with her coin. And then we have the Page of Cups, yet another offer, trying to, in this cute little bun, trying to come in with that red string of fate. I don't know. It depends on how you look at it. And the last card here is, well, what do you think? This is your energy. Yeah, I think I'm going to move on. This is the 6 of Swords. It's moving on to better waters. Now, you may be like, but there are 2 of them in that boat. Who is she moving on with? Well, she's taking her inner child, that energy that was neglected the last time this whole thing came around, or energy similar to this came around. You could be engaging with a job or an opportunity or a person that's wearing a different mask, but when you come to your friendly local energy reader, me, hi, I'll be like, oh, that's the same energy. Oh, your last 6 jobs have the same dynamics. Oh, your last 6 boyfriends or girlfriends, same dynamic. So let's talk about the lesson underneath, right? So this is what that is. This is what we need to be doing at this time. Saying thank you for letting me know. Sitting, contemplating about whether you would like to move forward with this contract that is energetically presenting itself to you. Please, let's also talk about this concept of incoming energy. When you learn to read incoming energy, then you're operating with a wider array of what is actually happening. When your third eye is closed or undeveloped or imbalanced, when you can't perceive using your clairs, your clairaudience, all that stuff, then you're kind of at I don't say mercy, but your ability to be alerted is it's lessened, because now you have to wait for that energy to actually pop up into your physical life. You have to wait for the phone call. You have to wait for the knock on the door. But when you have the knack down about seeing incoming energy, you're getting wind. You're literally catching wind of an incoming person, for example, that is going to break into your physical life in 2 weeks. But if you get that now and you recognize it and you sit and you contemplate about whether this is something that is for you, you call upon your spirit team members to assist you in making any considerations as you reflect. By the time this thing comes around and this person manifests, you know what you want to do already. But this person may never manifest, actually, if you are clear about what it is that you want when you're dealing with the energy of it that's there already before. Energy's here months before, years before. That's why we can talk about unborn children and all of this, because we're, it's around. It's just that when you're stuck in the physical level, you kind of have to wait to perceive of it, right? Anyway, so long story short, things are coming back around right now, and maybe something you can consider, Sagittarius, or whoever you guys are, is it. So I'm sorry. So I'm so exhausted after so many hours of work today. Oh my gosh, sessions. Ask yourself, maybe this is how you can be proactive. You can ask yourself, what is it that would bring me my greatest joy right now? And let's say some of you come up with something like, I want a person. Yellow card. Don't ask for a person. You go deeper, for example. Don't ask for a person. Start to consider, what does the person represent to you? It always comes down to a feeling that you want. On some level, there's a feeling that people are chasing, and they think that they can receive that feeling, or let's go even, deeper, that validation that they seek. They don't realize it. They think they can experience that through other outside of them, through getting a house, a new car, getting a job that pays, blah, blah, blah. What do they really want? What do you want to feel? I want to feel certainty. I want to feel safety. I want to feel joy. I want to feel bliss. I want to feel contentment. I want to feel trust. These are the things that you have to be asking for. And when you ask, understand that the universe responds not to your words, but to your feelings. So sit and experience what that feels for you. Excuse me, right? But either way, Spirit is look at you, how you are so cute, crossing this bridge. It's the Moon card. Crossing it to what? The Wheel of Fortune, representing a stage that you're moving through. The stage is going to end, but right now, as you are coming towards this ending here, Spirit is asking you, make sure that you know what you want. In fact, the moon, oh my God, isn't it like a double blue moon or something like that right now? So I hear it's pretty good for manifesting, but either way, right now, the clearer that you get about what you would like to experience and have be a part of your life without having it come with a form being a person, place, thing, situation, or idea, the stronger you can be in wanting or having a desire to experience a certain feeling, the better you will be able to manifest, because you will allow Spirit to come in and to provide for you without being limited by your idea of how that thing should look and when it should come and all of that. So if I may leave you with one last thing, I would say choose wisely right now. Choose wisely in all that you do. And the way that you choose wisely is you start to get very, very quiet, and you start to identify what are the controlling desires that you experience, what are the controlling emotions that you experience, and what actions are you considering taking. No matter what it is that you're reflecting upon, you should always discern, is this thing a product of or going to feed my unmet wounds, my unmet needs, my need to be seen, my need to be heard, my need to feel valued, all of this, or is it a product of or going to feed my desire to be in my optimal state of being? And I'll cut to the chase. Your optimal state of being is the state of oneness with the divine. Now, you are already one with the divine. As I said, oneness with the divine, it was 7 minutes, 7 seconds. Well, I had to restart the video, so that's why it may look later than that once I put it back together. But anyway, to cut to the chase, you just want to be whole again. It's when we have a perception of not being whole that we start to literally have a hole and a void inside of us that we keep trying to fill, but you will never be able to fill it until you return to the source. And what is that? Your awareness that God is within you. But until then, my friends, please wish responsibly. So why don't you just ask for God to come into your life and to bless you with what God knows, whoever God is to you, what God knows for sure is going to bring you blessings and emotional fulfillment. And then get your hands out of it, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and leave you here. God bless you and have a wonderful day.